Hello everybody, this is Anthony. My wife Sue's standing over there. We're from New Zealand and we were looking online at ways to turn a little 3-door Vitara into a camper, touring camper, and there aren't any videos, so we're about to do it with this one. So I thought I'd document what we're doing and show you the progress as we go through. It'll take a while to do it all, buy all the gear first and then work out the storage etc in it. To start off with, this is just a 1992 Suzuki Escudo, which is on the Vitara. It's a Vitara basically, but it's fuel injected, 1600cc, electric windows, so a little bit better than the original JLX version with power steering as well. We bought this off my oldest son, who bought it off my youngest son, who bought it off a hunting mate of mine. So there's 5 members in our family, and the last 3 owners are a good chunk of it. My oldest son has bought my hardcore 4-wheel drive off me. He wants to get into more of the heavy stuff. I've done all the heavy stuff, so I'm past that. So we've kind of done a vehicle swap, and we're both happy. So modifications done to this so far. It's got alloy bars on the front with rated recovery hooks front and left underneath there. Under the chassis it's got a bash plate covering the diff, and I've got a petrol bash plate at home which hasn't been fitted yet. We've got King's spotlights on the front and an LED light bar up above the little roof rack that's been built. We've got a flares on each side, on each wheels. We are currently running 235 75/15 tyres. They are mud tyres. This is just past the warrant of fitness, but the tyres are fairly worn down, so they need to be replaced very shortly. I'm looking at whether to go with all-terrains or muds. I'll probably stick with the mud tyres at this stage. I can always drop the tyre pressure. I carry a compressor, so if I get onto the soft stuff I can drop the tyre pressure down to 10 pound and pump them up when we get off the soft stuff. Monsoons on the windows, which are always good to when you're driving along. Rock sliders on the side to protect the sills. Before we put those on, we actually damaged the sill, so it's just got some primer and that on it at this stage. Took off the tow ball. We'll never tow anything, so it's got a rated recovery hook on the rear as well. The roof section, we've got a panel on the roof. So my friend was a hunter and this was designed to kind of chuck deer on the top after he'd shot them. But so what I'm going to do, this board is a bit rotted, so I'm going to replace it with some ply, and I'm going to mount on the roof a recess for my high lift jack and a shovel and recovery boards when I eventually get those. Currently we haven't really started doing too much to it yet, but over just this weekend, we've only had this for a week, so just over the last couple of days, the first thing that we've done to it is to remove the back seats, which is going to give us a lot more space for all of our stuff. It's just the 2 of us, so we don't need those seats. So I'm going to get all the gear first before I build shelving for it, but the idea is kind of have camping cookware on the right hand side, potentially a drop down panel on the back door as a cooking platform with a prop under the door. Obviously if you leave the back door open for a long time with the spare tyre on it, the hinges will bend, so if we put a prop under there it'll support the door. Then a fridge freezer, dual zone fridge freezer on the left, probably a platform kind of halfway across, and then a cargo barrier up to protect our heads from anything coming forwards, and then we can stack stuff on top of that when we need to, chairs and tents etc. Remove the seats, tied up the seat belts, I'll cover those so they don't get sun damaged. There's a UHF radio in it currently, and it's got obviously low range and high range 4-wheel drive options. So as we go through and do things, I'll make a little video about what we're doing. Oh sorry, it's also got a snorkel as well for river crossings if we need to. So we'll make videos as we go through and make the modifications and keep you updated. See you later.